Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's time for our daily devotion. This week we are looking at passages that either are foundations underneath an understanding of peace with God, peace with each other, or that are directly related to. And today we're looking at a passage in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 14. And we're going to, at least by the end of the story, we're going to see Jesus and his disciples in a boat. We are looking at passages related to peace this week because we're having a Peace Emphasis Sunday this coming Sunday. All right, let me get right to the passage. Matthew 14, 22 to 23. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead to the other side while he dismissed the crowds. And after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. But by this time the boat, battered by the waves, was far from the land, for the wind was against them. And then it just seems like there's a turn without a transition. And early in the morning, Jesus came walking toward them on the sea. This is where we go next. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified, saying, "It is a ghost!" And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them and said, "Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid." Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." Jesus said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat, started walking on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he noticed the strong wind, he became frightened, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me!" Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him, saying to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" When they got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." And it's, I don't know if the song fits, but the song I couldn't get out of my head as I was looking at this passage was "Wade in the Water." I suppose that's maybe a little joke about Peter, and I don't intend it to be that way, but that's what I'm going to sing. It's 454 in Voices Together, and it's readily available other places too. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that host all dressed in white. God's gonna trouble the water. The leader looks like Israelite. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. Looks like the band that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. If you don't believe I've been redeemed, God's gonna trouble the water. Just follow me down to Jordan stream. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Amen.